Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a comparison video of the Medela Sonata and the Medela Freestyle Flex, which is new. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a while, a comparison, so I'm excited to jump into this comparison video. If you hear noise, it's because I am pumping. I have the Momcozy on one side here, and I do have a review on the Momcozy pump, and I will leave it up here on the screen. And I also have a coupon code if you're interested, and I will link it down below. But we are not talking about that pump today. We are talking about Medela Sonata and the Medela Freestyle Flex. And I'm just gonna pop right in and just jump in and start because they're like quite similar. So we're just gonna start with the Medela Freestyle Flex because it is new. I do have, whoops, got a little bit of peanut butter on there. I do have a full review on this pump and I will link it up above. And I also have a full review on the Sonata. I will link that above as well. So this is what the pump looks like. I'll just kind of give you a little 360, if you will, of the pump. It does have this little lanyard. It's fairly small. It fits nicely in your hand. And the on button is on the side here, and here is where you put the tubing, and this is the charge port here. So to turn it on, you just press that button, and this is what the screen looks like. It is like a touch screen. It's really loud because I don't have the tubing on it, but it generally works like the old Medela Freestyle Flex, where it has a stimulation mode. So this is the stimulation mode, and then you'd press that button for expression mode. It is a closed system pump, and it is rechargeable, and it's supposed to be like they're on the go type of pump. Like, as you can see, the screens on both of these pumps are very similar, except the Sonata actually has buttons, where this is more of like a touch screen and the buttons light up. So that's just kind of something to note, where like the Sonata, you can like see the play button and, you know, the timer and the light and everything, where the Freestyle Flex kind of doesn't really do that. They both have pretty much the same parts. When the Sonata came out, they did have these new parts, and I don't even think that they sell them anymore because they were so bad you could barely even like open the back of them. And I think in my Sonata review I even like mentioned that. But the new parts that the Sonata comes with and the Freestyle Flex are both interchangeable, and you could use them with both pumps. The tubing is pretty much the same. This is the Freestyle Flex just because I had it. The only thing on the Flex is that it's a little bit different because it goes into this like triangle area here. So you couldn't really interchange the tubing with the Medela because this one, or the Sonata, excuse me, because this one needs a round port. As for like the suction on this pump, because I feel like that's mainly what everybody is interested on, like how is the suction compared to the Sonata, because they are so similar. So I feel like this suction is a little bit more on the vibraty side and definitely like upgraded from the original Freestyle. That being said, I do feel like this pump is really great for on the go. I feel like this pump isn't as good for on the go, just mainly because of its size, but it is rechargeable. But I like this pump, as I whip myself with it, I just like this pump because it's smaller, it's easy to use, and I do feel like the suction on it is still a pull. It still has that Medela pull, but it is kind of getting in more of the vibraty type of deal, if you will. So on the Sonata, the on button is on the back here. I don't think it has any charge. Yeah, so it's not gonna actually turn on. But when it does turn on, all of these buttons do light up, just like on the Freestyle Flex, but they're buttons. It's not really like a touch screen. It is a touch screen, but it's not as much of a touch screen as the Flex, if that makes sense. You actually have, let's see, where is it? Yeah, you have two modes here. It comes with like the original Sonata mode, and it comes with a kind of wannabe Medela Symphony. So this button here will change those modes. So you kind of have two pumps in one with this pump, which is nice. I feel like this pump is definitely like the powerhouse pump of Medela in a sense, besides the Symphony. Like the Symphony, you can kind of only get that in the hospital, where this pump you can get through insurance or buy it out of pocket. If you're looking to like exclusively pump for, you know, a good year or two, I feel like this pump is definitely something you want to pick up. And this would be a great, you know, backup on the go type of pump. Not to say that this pump wouldn't do the job for an exclusive pumper. I think that it would, but just the fact that you kind of have some more options on this pump, and the motor's a little bit bigger and it is still rechargeable. I feel like for that, this pump would be really good for just an exclusively pumping person. I do like the touch screen on this, or the screen in general. I like how it looks. I do feel like this is easier to press than these. I noticed on this touch screen especially, it was really sensitive and then not so sensitive. So when I went to go and touch it with my hand or my finger to go and like change something, it wouldn't always like register. But then when it was on my wrist like this, and I was kind of walking around with it and I would bang into it like my hip or something, it would change the options on it. Like sometimes the suction would go up, sometimes it would turn off, and it was like super irritating because I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, why is this doing that? That being said, I still use this pump every morning because I really like it and I like how small it is. I just wish it like I just wish the touch screen was a little bit better. I feel like this screen, I never had any trouble like touching the buttons. I did have trouble seeing the buttons, like the actual illumination of the buttons, if I was outside and it was a really sunny day. Not everybody pumps outside, but sometimes in the car it would be a little bit hard to see, but you can still kind of see what's going on because they have like the grayed out buttons there. As for like this type of suction is still that Medela pull, but it does have some of the vibration. Medela, I feel like, is starting to kind of like progress into, I don't really have the words, but I do like that it had the two options, so you almost have like two pumps in one. And I do like how it was rechargeable, and I do feel like this battery was super long. This battery is definitely not as long as this one. I do feel like it still has a good battery life, but you're gonna be charging this one a lot more than you would be charging this one. That being said, they're really similar pumps, you guys. And I don't even have the parts to show you because the parts are like absolutely identical, but they really are like super, super similar. And I kind of like how they look like they go together. So it is sort of like, okay, you know, I'm gonna get this pump as like my main pump, and then this is gonna be my travel pump. Like, I feel like that's kind of their thought process in making these very similar, because even like the colors are the same, like they have that different yellow at the bottom. The touch screens are pretty much the same. Even like the name of them, like the Sonate's down here and the Freestyle's up there. Like, I don't know, I kind of like that. I do feel like the Freestyle Flex is a little bit more expensive than the Sonata, but I could be wrong. You can get both through your insurance, which is great. I think they are both upgradable options, but it really kind of depends on what your insurance company will cover. So definitely check out Aeroflow. I will link them down below. But these pumps are really like similar. I don't really know anything that's super, super different besides the fact that one of them is just more portable and one of them gives you more options. I do feel like the suction and how it feels is generally the same. I feel like the Freestyle Flex might be a little bit better because it's a little newer, but I feel like in general they're both very similar, and I feel like with either, if you picked either one, you'd be, you know, it'd be a good pick. I don't feel like one is much better than the other. Personally, I've just been using the Freestyle Flex more this pumping journey, mainly because it's smaller, it can fit on my little thing a little bit easier, and it's new, so I just wanted to use it. And I just haven't broken out this pump. You guys know, like if you watch my channel, this is my favorite pump. I used this all during my exclusively pumping journey. I always came back to the Medela Sonata, and I did use the Freestyle as well, the old Freestyle, when I was in the car. I just liked it. The only thing that I wish that they kept is the clip so that you could clip it onto your pants. I really wish that they had kept that with the new Freestyle Flex. As for like noise level on both of these, the Medela Sonata is definitely quieter. The Freestyle Flex is a little louder and also moves more, but I think it's because it's just smaller. So like it does kind of, if it's on a table, it'll be louder. If you put it on the couch or like on your lap, it's a lot quieter. But the Sonata is much quieter in my opinion than the Freestyle Flex. So that's just something to kind of note. They both kind of have the same chimes. I don't think that you can turn off the noise on this one, but I think on the Sonata that you can. There's like a little noise reducer button, turn offer thinger here. But the Freestyle Flex doesn't offer that option. Yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little comparison. I haven't done one of these in a while, so it's exciting to compare pumps. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out. We would love to have you join the pumping and breastfeeding family. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.